Hi, everybody. You know that there are seven physical quantities. In my opinion, out of the seven physical quantities, three quantities are very important as far as our day to day life is concerned. Units of these quantities were originally defined in the year 1889. After that, unit of length, that is meter, was redefined in the year 1983 and made it on the basis of a physical constant of nature, that is velocity of light. Then the unit of time, that is second, was redefined in the year 1964 and that was also made it on the basis of a constant of nature. But they could not redefine kilogram. Kilogram is far more important compared to the other two quantities because whenever we are going for shopping, we are using that word kilogram. They could not redefine kilogram, but recently in May 2019 they could redefine kilogram because they could determine the value of Planck's constant accurately using Kibble balance. So in this video I am going to explain the new definition of kilogram. Before we see the new definition of kilogram, let us have a little history. Industrial revolution began in 1800s and global economy started growing. Until then, different countries maintained their own units which were incompatible with those of other countries. When global economy started growing, they were in need of a common unit. German mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss advocated the idea of agreed global units in measurements. Now, International Bureau of Weights and Measures was set up by a treaty known as Meter Convention Treaty, signed on 20th May 1875. This 20th May is known as World Metrology Day. Metrology means science of measurements. There was a General Conference on Weights and Measures held in 1889. In that meeting it was agreed 1 kilogram is the mass of a cylinder of platinum iridium alloy kept at the International Bureau of Weights and Measures. It is the cylinder is known as International Prototype Kilogram. Its diameter is equal to the height. Both are equal to 39.17 millimeter. As our scientific knowledge increased, scientists wanted to revise the definition of kilogram and make it to depend on physical constants of the nature. In its 26th meeting held in France from 13th to 16th November 2018, almost all the participating countries, including India, voted for a resolution agreeing on a redefinition of kilogram. That meeting was attended by Avinash K. Srivastava from India. He is the Secretary of the Department of Consumer Affairs, and Dr. D.K. Ashwal, Director CSIR. And new definition of kilogram came into force on 20th May 2019. New definition of kilogram is based on physical constants of nature, Planck's constant and velocity of light. In a cesium 133 atom, when there is a transition between two hyperfine levels, a photon of frequency 9,192,631,770 is emitted. Now, these are the two important equations in physics. This is famous Einstein's mass energy relation. E is equal to mc square, where E is the energy and m is the mass. There is an equivalence between mass and energy. Then this is Max Planck's equation. From a light source, light is emitted not continuously as small packets, discrete amount of energy. Energy associated with each packet is E is equal to h nu, where h is the Planck's constant. Each packet is known as photon. Then from these two equations we can write like this: mc square is equal to h nu. Then after rearranging this, you can write m is equal to h nu by c square. You substitute the value for h, Planck's constant, 6.62607015 into 10 raised to minus 34. Planck's constant was determined by Kibble balance. Then frequency of this radiation is substituted here. Then velocity of light is substituted. Then it's square. Roughly velocity of the light is 3 into 10 raised to 8. Now this value is substituted. It's a square. If you do the calculation, you will get this mass. So this is the mass of one photon, relativistic mass of one photon. Then our aim is to define kilogram. So we have to determine how many photons will make 1 kilogram. So 1 kilogram, that is to be divided by the mass of one photon. So number of photon is 1 divided by 6.777265 into 10 raised to minus 41. If you do this calculation, you will get. So the new definition of 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram is defined as the mass of 1.4755 into 10 raised to 40 photons of cesium hyperfine frequency trapped in a microwave cavity. Now, definition of kilogram is revised, but it is not included in most of the high school textbooks. So you try to study this new definition. Thank you for watching the video.